So, as the title already tells you, I got fired today. And now, I know we're becoming fast friends, you and I. You don't need to come to my defense. It wasn't my employer's fault, it was mine. Full confession, I was not a good employee. I mean, yes, when I showed up, I was on the ball, I did my work, and I was customer service extraordinaire. But that was if I showed up. And today was kind of the last straw. I just decided, I guess, that I needed more sleep, that I needed to go into a job. Sometimes there's a conflict of interest. You dig? You hear me? The reason why I'm making this video is because out of the 7 and some billion people on this planet, I know, I am certain of it, certain of it, that I am not the only one who got fired today. There are probably millions, if not, maybe not billions, but thousands, if not millions of people getting fired today. And this is my own personal story, but hopefully it gives you some comfort. I know one of the first things I did today when this happened was seek out other people's stories to say, what did other people do? Or how did they feel? Or where are they now? You know, this is not the end of the world. I trust in the process of life, and I take full responsibility for my actions as well. Obviously, that was something that I brought onto myself, so I can't be mad at anyone. But it's always so nice to hear somebody who's going through the same thing to know that, okay, I'm not alone. And I always have a perspective, or at least I try to. I've worked really hard on it to stay positive, to be empowered, to not look at the bad, but to say, okay, this is the situation. Be realistic, of course, but then go, what is my action plan? What can I do, and what kind of mindset, attitude, and thought process can I have? So to understand just a little bit more, I guess, why I struggled to show up at times, and maybe this will resonate with some of you, maybe it won't, but personally, I'm a free spirit. Jobs, you know, formal school education, all those structures that are not bad in and of themselves, but I do believe don't work for everyone. Didn't work for me. And all my adult life, I have struggled to kind of hold down a job or to show up. And it's not because, you know, there were seasons where, yes, maybe it was because I was going through something, but mainly it's because after a certain time, I would just lose interest. And it's hard to show up for something that you don't truly believe in, or a mission, cause, and vision that is not your own. And that was the gap for me, is that, man, I have dreams and goals in my heart that job was not fulfilling for me. Of course it wasn't, you know, I don't have those expectations that it needed to, but it was taking away time and energy that I could have spent and that I will be spending putting towards my dreams and goals. And I don't know if you can relate. I don't know if this is everyone's story. I think it's a lot of people's from what I've looked up, but there comes a point where the friction is just, whew, that friction, y'all, I'm telling you, where there becomes a divergence. There kind of comes like a fork in the road, a breakdown of what path are you going to choose? Are you going to choose your own path where you are autonomous, you get to decide, you build your dreams and not somebody else's? Or are you going to continue working kind of the 9 to 5 and, let's say, having more security, having more comfort, having more routine? Like I said, it's not a bad thing, but for myself personally, my personality, my disposition, my needs, even mental and, you know, physical needs, kind of require that I have the flexibility to choose my own life and to choose my own day. Because there are days where, yeah, sometimes I just need a bit more sleep, and it was starting to feel restrictive, if I could put it that way, to not be able to make that decision. And like I said, this is all on me. Me getting fired, me being in this position has nothing to do with anyone else. I made the choices, I suffer the consequences, right? But like I said, I'm going to choose to be empowered and move forward with hope and hunger and to go, okay, If this is happening, then it's for a reason. This is the universe pushing me to go, okay, now you got the time, now you got the energy, now you got the sleep. What are you going to do with it? Are you going to put it towards the things that you want and the things that you've been putting on the back burner, that you've been thinking of, or that you have been using your job and your schedule and not enough time as an excuse? Well, sister Fran, baby girl, now's the time. What you gonna do? It's exciting, it's scary, but ultimately I feel so good. I feel hopeful. And hopefully this is a voice in your life. I know it can be such a difficult thing to go through. It can feel very like the wool, like the rug is pulled under your feet, because it, you know, a job can be a form of security. Ultimately, I think in the long run, as we've seen throughout this whole fiasco that's happening in the world, it can be pulled under your feet so quickly. There is no security, there is no guarantee except for the one you create in your own life. So hopefully my voice, my story, my message, whatever you want to call it, is just that extra voice that maybe you've been looking for, that you've been looking up on YouTube, or articles of people who've left their jobs, have quit, have been fired unexpectedly, expectedly, planned for it, didn't plan for it. Mine wasn't planned for. Hopefully this is just an extra story for you to gain hope and inspiration and empowerment, and to start putting those puzzle pieces together of your life to say, okay, I got some space now, I got some time, however long that is. Let me move forward, and whatever action I do take, let me really make sure that it's aligned, that it is what I want, that it's living through my values, that it prioritizes my mental wellness, health, and physical well-being, and that I can become the person that I know I've always knew that I could become. So all that to say, go forward with conviction, guys. This is, whatever's happening is a great time to level up. It's an opportunity to have some reflection. Life is always happening for you. That's what I believe. You know, I always trust in the process, because I know when I look back on my life, those things were never in vain. I always gained something through it, whether it's a lesson, a scar, wisdom, opportunity, or experience, or a skill set. I don't know. There's always been something that has allowed me to grow into the person I am today. So all that to say, send me a message if you want to talk, if you want to connect. I'm here for you. I'm going to be putting out more videos just talking about my life, my thoughts, on this whole crazy experience that is the human existence. Man, we really in this son of a, you know what I'm saying? Like, we really in it. We're in it now. We can't get out of it. We have to be here. We have to live. We have to experience life. So anyway, that's all I have for you today. More videos to come. Stay tuned, and I love you and I believe in you. Mwah!